Instagram. Good evening, Facebook, Affinity Lounge. Good evening, Instagram, YouTube. Welcome to tonight's 5th session of our March Manifest Challenge. We began our challenge last Monday. If you've attended my live streams or any of my sessions before, type hello in the comments. Let me know if you're catching this live or as a replay. And if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Danny LeBerry. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. And I teach ambitious women effective tools to build confidence and feel worthy again, whether post-breakup, single, or in a relationship. Oh, hi, Mom. Mom is on Instagram. Thanks for showing. Aw, nice. So showing some love with the waves and the emojis. Thanks, Mom. So if you heard me say the March Manifest Challenge earlier and you're not sure what I'm talking about, tonight's session is part of a series called the March Manifest Challenge, where I'll be going live 3 times a week until the end of this month, discussing actionable topics on how to manage waves of intense emotions, being able to navigate conflict, expressing our feelings better, getting clear on and establishing boundaries, and improving communication and relationships. We subconsciously break ourselves down by not being our work with ourselves through self-betrayal. And self-betrayal can look like, for example, saying yes when we mean no, not speaking our truth, going along with things outside of us just for the sake of not rocking the boat, not standing up for ourselves, breaking promises, or not following through with the commitments that we make to ourselves. So this is what our March Manifest Challenge is all about. So starting last Monday, it was last Monday now, we made a promise, just one simple action every day for the remainder of March. This year I was contemplating Lent, and I had a thought. Even though I'm a believer in letting things go or giving things up, I'm also aware that much of the chaos and disappointment in our lives comes from our failure to take action. So that got me thinking, what if we actually added one thing that we could commit to doing for the remainder of March that would really move the needle in some area of improving our life? What is that for you? Is that making a gratitude list every morning? Is that greeting your significant other first thing in the morning before picking up your phone? Is that to move your body 30 minutes a day? Drink a half a gallon of water? What is that for you? And I just want to mention, I know that today is the 15th, but it is not too late to join us. We still have these next 2 weeks, right? These last 2/next 2 weeks of March. So let me know that you're in for our challenge and what you're going to do by sharing it on social media with hashtag March Manifest Challenge and tag me. Along with our March Manifest Challenge, I'm also offering a free self-care assessment tool to download to support you in getting grounded with what area of your life you may want to commit to. So when you download it, you'll see it has a scoring of 1 through 3. 1 being an indicator of I do this poorly, and 3 being I do this well. In physical self-care, psychological, emotional self-care, in social self-care, spiritual self-care, and in professional self-care. So once you complete that, you can get clear on which area of your life you want to commit to doing one thing consistently for the next 15 days, okay? So let's jump into tonight's session. Having what we want or drinking it away doesn't always make it better. We think things outside of us will make us feel better, like buying things or a relationship or food or alcohol or even achieving certain things. So we think if I just have X, whatever it is, blase, blah, Y, Z, I'll feel happy, I'll feel more fulfilled. For example, if I just have the relationship, or I won't feel so lonely or insecure. If I just have that career, or if I just have that house, or if I just have the money, or if I just have whatever external thing that is, then I won't feel like this. I won't feel unhappy. I'll feel better, I'll feel good. So sometimes we get those things and we still don't even feel what we thought we would. Or we do, but the feeling doesn't last. So if you think about the hedonic cycle, for example, or the hedonic treadmill, it's this idea where we get something we're excited about, it's novel, it's new, and then eventually over time we go back to our baseline. or our original level of happiness. So if you have Netflix, I would encourage you to check out the Happy documentary, where they really break down how we think we need so much to feel happy or fulfilled or successful. And if you think about it, right, there's a difference between extrinsic goals and intrinsic goals. So extrinsic goals, think of goals outside of us. So for example, money and image and status. An intrinsic goal, think of internal, inside of us. These are goals that are personal growth. These are relationships and helping others. So my work as a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach is to support you with my evidence-based frameworks towards developing a healthy balance between those extrinsic goals and those intrinsic goals. So when there is a healthy balance between these, you will find yourself feeling more content, feeling more anchored, feeling more grounded to handle the experiences that occur outside of you. So as this is our second week, and perhaps you've already downloaded the self-care assessment tool and are interested in working with me, I offer a complimentary 30-minute discovery call where we talk about where you are, where you'd like to be, and if we're a fit. If you'd like to schedule that call, go to DannyLeberry.com/connect. The link is in the caption of this video, or if you're watching on Instagram, the link is in my bio. So you'll notice that if you have a habit already of defining happiness externally, like through things outside of you, if you already have that habit by, I feel better through having a relationship, I feel better when I drink alcohol. If you're already in that habit, then you'll also have the tendency to turn to those same habits when challenging times arise. You'll have a tendency to turn to those same habits as a way to cope, as a way to deal with the feelings that you're experiencing, which is why it's important to identify those internal triggers, those external triggers, what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and managing those feelings and those triggers, and exploring if any of those triggers have anything to do with any sort of unresolved trauma, which is where my work comes in. So I work with ambitious women in teaching them effective tools to manage waves of intense, challenging feelings. For example, like self-doubt, jealousy, envy, insecurity, anxiety, feeling down, being able to navigate conflict. Sometimes we get so angry, our words or ideas, they get jumbled in our head. We lose track of what we want to say. Getting clear on and establishing boundaries. Sometimes we say yes when we really meant to say no. And then we end up feeling really frustrated or resentful because of the overcommitments that we've now made. But at the time of making all those commitments, right, we were so inclined to say yes because we felt guilty or we maybe felt bad about saying no in the first place. And lastly, improving communication and relationships. So I work with women in assessing, doing a sort of recalibrating, if you will, when it comes to their relationships. Who are they spending the most time around, and how is this contributing to the quality of their life? So the women that I work with, they are usually very over it. They're very over how things have been. They've come to the realization that they truly are the author of their life, the creator of their life. They've read self-help books. They've listened to podcasts. Some of them have even seen a coach or a therapist before. So if this sounds like you and you are serious about working with me, I offer a complimentary 30-minute discovery call where we talk about where you are, where you'd like to be, and if we're a fit. So if you'd like to schedule that call, go to DannyLeberry.com/connect. The link is in the caption of this video. If you're watching on Instagram, the link is in my bio. So if you found value to our session tonight, please share this with a health and well-being bestie of yours. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. Be sure to join me tomorrow evening as we continue to move along in our second week of our March Manifest Challenge. I'll be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's March Manifest session. Again, my name is Danny Leberry. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and a happiness transformation coach. Take care of yourself and have a great evening.